So here we go. We find out what really is going on with Mikhail. See, now, after this episode, that's where you play the fucking opening with everything. You should have kept everything, like, hidden and shit forever, but no. Oh, we know everything. I can understand that this was, like, kind of revealed very early on, but it's like, this wasn't a build-up at all. I felt like, for, like, going out for the entire series, like, oh, I wonder how he became a vampire. It's like, well, he already became a vampire. We kind of knew about it, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it was actually kind of interesting to find out that during, like, he was actually getting attacked by, like, the vampires, like, they were, like, just fucking up, and, like, finding out that I hate that motherfucker, that one, like, cocky vampire that's, getting fucked up. We find out that the third, like, I think they're called progenitors, like, we found out Cruz Tepez is, like, the sort of the queen of Tokyo, so that's kind of interesting that the big vampires seemingly, and I say seemingly, since, like, I believe the other guy, like, the one that murdered, like, all of Yuichiro and Mikada's friends is, like, the seventh progenitor, so he's, like, honestly, it kind of goes up in rankings, like, the Espadas, and finding out that pretty much, like, this bitch is, like, in charge of the, like, she's the third on price, so there are two people higher than her in, like, the terms of power, so I'm very curious to see, like, who, yeah, like, she's, like, the queen of Tokyo, well, we got, like, a king of America, the king of, who rolls the entire, like, vampires. I really wouldn't be surprised. I want to see like some sort of vampire on some Alucard shit. I want to see him, like, just making bodies in a sea of blood. And I really did like Miguel's past, like, in a way. It's like finding out that, he, even to the end, he was like, I don't want to give up my humanity. Like, fuck that. Even as he's dying. It's like, I'd rather choose to die than become one of you filthy scumbags. I really like that. And it's like, like, Cruz, like, she's just, like, bit a part of her lip, and she's like, oh, yeah, I just decided to kiss him as a little kid. I guess that's okay since they're both little kids. Well, we don't know how old he is. Either way, it was weird to me. It was like, okay, like, what kind of relationship are these two got? I'm not gonna lie, though, she fucking just started beating the shit out of that guy since, like, he seems like he really reminds me of Mephisto from, like, Blue Exorcist. He seems like that sort of scumbag that's like, oh, I'm on your side, but I have other goals. Like, I'm only using you so you can use me, like, some sort of shit like that. It's like, very interesting. And, like, that was the most interesting part of the episode. The other part was, like, taking about Yuichiro, like, and finding out, like, the motherfucker, that pink hair motherfucker with the glasses, that is straight up the dude from Haikyuu. No ifs, buts, or anything. The same fucking grouchy, moody attitude, the same character design, just looks everything. That is the same motherfucker. Like, what was his name? Like, Tsukiyama or something like that from, like, Haikyuu? Like, I can't really remember what he was called in this show, like, because he was like, oh, I'm gonna get to the top and stuff. I'm not gonna, like, Gurren, like, his fucking curse gear. Like, this is one thing that the show's been really excelling about, and I didn't really mention it, like, in, like, last week's episode, that definitely whenever we see the curse gears, like, activated in any way, they're like, fucking Wit Studio just puts their fucking effort in that, because anytime, like, we saw Shinoya activate, the curse gears look fucking incredible. They look really well animated, and I mean, like, I really like it. Feels like a Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, like, sort of animation style, where it's like all this really dark outlines and stuff. I love that. I really love the dark, like, penned kind of hand-drawn style. I think that's really nice to, like, have on the weapons, and I really want to see what more of the action is. Just that so far, the biggest issue I've had with Seraph at the end is that it's generic. That is the big, like, it's the way it's portrayed is real, but you just think about the story and the training and just sort of the whole reason so far, it's very generic. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, like some of the stuff that I like have extremely generic starts, but at the moment I'm not that into the characters, and with already, like, quite a few episodes into the story, got like 4 episodes in now, and I'm not feeling that attached to any of the characters yet. Like, I've kind of liked the first volume reading through it, but it's like, definitely even that, it's like, I don't care about these characters yet. I need a little bit more to get me into it. Maybe even like reading into the second volume, but even still, like, going through like a third of the anime already and not kind of liking any of the characters, I feel like that's an issue. Might be my personal taste, really. It's just like, I'm not just digging these characters too much, but at the moment, the only character I think that's slightly the coolest so far probably be Gurren, and we've seen like Gurren like maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the entire show so far. So I did like the episode, like with the training and stuff, finding out those cursed dolls. But at the end, it's like learning about friendship and the two kind of like Yushiro and the other guy bonding because it's like, oh yeah, your sister there, and like trying to work on the curse kit. I think honestly, it's like I think this like half of this show's like first half is going to just honestly be training. That's all I can honestly see it. Like I feel like after episode 7, maybe something might they go on their first mission or something. But at the moment, I kind of want to get done with the training. That's the only thing. It's like I felt like the training should have been like two or 3 episodes, like Attack on Titan. It was like 2 episodes of training. That was it. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's all for me. So thank you very much for watching as always. I give this episode 7.5. It was a good episode, but I really starting to see issues now of the show. But that's all for me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.